Hello fellow crafters, my name is George and this is the Spare Time G, and today we're gonna make a Dragonstone Castle from the Game of Thrones series. So Dragonstone is my favorite castle designs from the Game of Thrones, and I have decided to make its diorama on this my favorite scale, on this my favorite ceramic plate, of course. As you can see, this is going to be the castle of irregular surface, as it is situated in the island, small rocky island near the sea. And the first thing you will have to do is to create this island by applying many kind of pieces of clay onto the board, of course, making it as tall as you wish. Here you can see I have worked on the surface of the rocks and at the same time have created these wave lines onto the shore, and also have attached this tiny rock, which will be a nice simple tidbit of details showing that the rock is kind of an island consisting of other small rocks at the same time. The clay surface kind of serves the purpose of making wavy texture on the water, of course, and at the same time you can see the surface of the rocky island itself. You will need to kind of blend in places where the connections are visible and kind of make it as natural rock texture as possible and as you can. You can see that I have started painting it up a little bit. I have added the green kind of color onto the rocky surface, and at the same time have painted up the water in a blue color, of course, and also have applied little amount of white onto the places where it connects to the ground, onto the shore, of course, and around the rock. It kind of makes it feel more alive and kind of gives the effect of water moving and making bubbly thingies. Now I will show you how to create the crenels and at the same time add the machicolation effect. As you can see, this is the traditional technique, which is quite simple. You will have to create this rod of clay, then squish it to make it flatter, then using some tool cut it out in places, and once you're done you have this nice crenels, but you will have to attach small pieces of clay, which will be the foundations of machicolations, which are very important for all castles, and without them I won't be like right to create any kind of battle structure from the medieval era. Here you can see my progress of making the walls, and at the same time you can kind of see the thing I have done with these columns. I have lengthened them and went so far to connect the bottom part to the actual ground where they are kind of touching the island, and they really look quite cool, to be honest, in my opinion. I have still left some two columns to finish in that style, and at the same time I have attached the walls and also the crenellations with machicolations on it. I really love the fact that top part of these columns are kind of rising up onto the outside, kind of creating this awesome look. And here you can see how I am applying the wall onto this these columns. You firstly need to cut it out, of course, and then place it. As you can see here, it is not very important to have like exact measurements for it. You can always stretch or shorten the clay wall and fit it as you wish. Once you're done fitting it, you will of course have some kind of places underneath onto the rocky surface where there are holes and irregularities, which you will have to like use some kind of clay, of course, to fill it up and make it as smooth as possible. Adding machicolations and crenels is quite easy as well. Once you have this already set piece, you just come closer to the wall and attach it onto the top part of it. And once you're done with attaching and cutting it out with the respective length, you can then use some rubber tool or any kind of small kind of tool to blend in the machicolation bases onto the wall surface and it will look more natural at that point. So once you're done with the walls, the only thing you have to do is to create the inner portions and inner buildings. They are quite strange and different from each other, but the only kind of part that makes them with a unique style is the overall use of this triangular shape as the outside wall columns have. The main keep and the main castle body is using this technique as well, kind of creating this three-angled huge tower, which really looks menacing and nice in my opinion. So this is the final look of our Dragonstone Castle, and this is the comparison of it next to the Honor Guard. It is quite difficult to kind of tell which is my favorite, but to all of you Shadowversity fans, I have added the gatehouses to the Honor God Castle, and of course I have it onto the Dragonstone. I kind of forgot about that, unfortunately, but yeah, I want to say that new owners of Honor Guard are not in war anymore, and they have decided to open up their home for every guests and foreigners who are roaming in nearby areas. Yeah, that's it. That was the reason why I have the no gatehouses and doors to the outer wall of the castle. And yet that's it. I hope you like this iteration of Dragonstone and also are happy with the models as well. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed making it. It was quite a big fan. I am a big fan of Game of Thrones and especially love the castle designs, and this is my favorite, and hope that you like it as well. Have a nice day and see you next time. Goodbye.